Alright, so today I'm going to show you how to do your sketches for bullying sculpture. So, first off, you're going to take your paper, fold it in half one way, hamburger or hot dog, and then fold it in half the other way so you get 4 rectangles out of it. Then open it back up. Bottom right, so this paper goes vertical. Bottom right goes your first and last name and your shelf number. Always put your shelf number. Always put your last name. Okay, now, take that paper and turn it over. That'll be the back. Okay. So, here is my box for my first sketch. It's going to be in a shoebox, remember, so I got to plan this out. So, it has to have at least one person in it. I got to take into consideration scale, how big or small things are. And it needs to have at least one object from that list of anger, fear, and depression in it somewhere. So, I'm going to draw a quick little sketch here. Doesn't need to be real detailed. Anything from my research that I did or that I learned from somebody else. So, since I did school bullying, I'm going to draw, remember these are gesture drawings for the people, just to kind of get the idea of what's going on here. This arm's going to come up to the ear, that person's ear. I'm going to draw an ear just so I have a better idea. They're sitting in a chair. Draw the chair. The legs to the chair. Their feet. Feet are just going to kind of dangle there. Okay. And then I got another person here. Sitting and whispering to that person, so they are, oops, I didn't angle it far enough over. Okay, so I'm going to redraw it here. Okay, there's the person. Now, if I need to erase, I need to do it very carefully because this paper rips real easily. So try not to erase if you can. So this hand's coming up here, whispering to that person. Draw their mouth so you know they're whispering. Okay? And they're also sitting in a chair, so give them legs, their feet. Draw a chair. Draw legs to the chair. Okay, so there's my chairs, my people sitting in it. These are the bullies. They're talking about that person. Back here, I'm going to have a little person sitting in a chair. This chair is going to be much smaller. Remember, I want to create dominance out of these people, so I'm going to make this person smaller. So I've got a chair there. And this person's going to have their hands in their face, so they're sitting kind of crouched over, leaning over, their arms come back up into their face. So hands in face like they're crying. Okay? And then now I've got to use an object from my research. So flames for me represent kind of anger. I'm going to draw some flames. It might not be that great. These are just a sketch. I'm going to have flames hanging down here. Okay, and then I also have to use pencil and marker techniques. So here's my box, the back edge of my box back here. Here's the bottom edge of my box. So this is going to be white. It's going to be, well, no, never mind. Okay, so this is the floor of the box down here. This is the back of the box. So it's going to be shorter than it is wider. Kind of sitting on its side here. Okay, so on the floor here, I'm going to use probably some marker techniques here, or pencil techniques around them. And then over here, I want it to feel kind of sad. I think maybe I'll put a cloud over here. Kind of a cloud over this person hanging. Okay, so there's my first sketch. Now my second sketch, I can do something similar to that and just alter it a little bit, or I can go on to some other thing from my research. Right? Doesn't matter. You have to get 4 sketches. Doesn't always have to go vertical. So I think this next one I'm going to try horizontally. Maybe this will fit better. Okay, so I'm going to again put my 2 people whispering to each other about the other person. Lips on that one so I get an idea. This is an ear. Oops, wrong way. There's my chair back here. My other chair. These are just sketches. They don't have to look great right now. It's just to get the idea down. This person's body. And it's definitely not in proportion, but that's okay. Person's arm, shoulders, and then arm's going to come back up. And this person's shoulders, and arm's going to come back up here. This arm's going to come down. This arm's going to come down. Okay. Let's see. Back here, again, I want that person kind of looking sad. Maybe I'm going to have him laying down this time. I think I'll change it a little bit and lay him down. Make him look like he's laying down, like he's sad and lonely. Arms up over his face, crying. Okay, and then the back of the box goes in there. And then up here, I'm going to put some flames around these guys. And some flames coming down. And I think I'm still going to use the cloud. Cloud's kind of hanging over that person. And then I'd figure out, probably color these flames in with colored pencil, maybe the cloud with color, no, probably do the flames in marker and the cloud in colored pencil, so marker techniques, pencil techniques. Maybe use a little bit down here. So this is going to kind of stand up, and these are going to hang down. So not everything has to be drawn on the back, so they can stick out too. Okay, and then I just continue on doing my other 2 sketches, creating and design. Let's see. Maybe it's work bullying, and in work bullying, it's going on while they're standing around. Let's see. Oh, on the computer at work. So let's see, we'll go this way and make it look like they're at work. So I need a desk with maybe a little computer on it. Keyboard. Okay, that's my computer. Person is right here, sitting. Legs coming down there. A chair back behind them. Okay, So he's sitting at the computer. And then they have those cubicle walls. So I'm going to build a little wall here. That's my desk. I need some legs on my desk, don't I? Okay. That's my cubicle wall. And then on the other side, I have a couple people. Now this one's small, and now these guys are going to get bigger. Okay, so there's my first guy. And then there's another guy, person, guy or girl, I don't know which. Also standing back here. They're having their own conversation. Oh, let's see. I'm going to do one more over here, kind of hiding behind that one. His arm's coming up there a little bit. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to change this just a little bit. I want this arm to be pointing like it's pointing out at them. Finger pointing at them. Okay, so there's my finger pointing one. And then I think, let's see. I'll put in, what should I put in here? Maybe I have a fist coming down from the top for this. Okay, so there's my fist maybe coming down. It's like it's going to punch this guy over here. He's feeling really hurt and sad, kind of lonely. And maybe I'll add a cloud in the background on the sky. And create like a cloud back here. So here's my spot back to the box, goes back here. So here's the floor, here's the wall. I'm going to make a little desk and a little computer. I'm going to put a chair, put this little guy in the chair, and I'm going to have these guys all talking about him and kind of finger pointing at him. The fist coming down and the cloud. Okay, and then I can do whatever I want for my fourth one, kind of keep building on that or change it somehow, take up something new. It's up to you. So like I said, you can either go vertical or horizontal, and make sure you draw your floor and your background and kind of plan out one object, use at least one object from your list, and at least one person in it. Think about scale, so the size of objects. Who are you going to show dominant and how? And then think about, we'll think about color afterwards. Okay?